Okay, so I saw this on Twitter. So Tyler reveals to Variety that she was pressured to make music she didn't connect with, such as bubblegum pop. After getting signed, those songs didn't feel like me at all. And then whatever else. And then someone Corey tweeted said, "Hot take: big reason why the new gen of artists are struggling is because they had too much creative freedom early on. They think they can immediately start making the music they want to instead of safe commercial music. You need to make I'm Such a Fierce before making Lemonade's Honey." So, at first I was, kind of disagreeing with the quote retweet here. But then I thought about it again just now, and they're kind of right to a certain degree and everything. Now, do I think that every album just needs to be just full of, like a Thriller type situation? And that's no shade to Thriller, because I think Thriller is a fantastic album. Well, no, but I think that you can have flashes of what you're trying to do in there, and you still have to make commercial stuff. If you want to be a huge star, I could see that argument. But some people don't want to be popular like that. Some people really don't. They want to make the kind of music that they want to make, and then you have to accept that if that's not the commercial, if that's not what the general public is listening to, then it's going to be what it's going to be, and you're probably going to struggle on the charts. No shade. So yeah, I think you see this with plenty of artists though. Like, they have their singles be the commercial, like bubblegum pop, R&B kind of thing, and then in the album tracks, that's kind of when they're showing you what they want to do. You have to sell the album first. You have to get people excited with the album first. So you do kind of have to do those things. Like, I could see that necessarily. I think it just depends on the artist. Most artists usually have a crossover album, like I Am Sasha Fierce, like Mariah Carey's Music Box album, for example. A lot of artists do those things, and then eventually later down the line, they kind of are able to do what they want, because they have the fan base, they have the money, they have the backing from the record label. So I think that two different things can coexist at once and everything. But maybe, yeah, I don't know what Tyla wants to be with her career, because I think this came into a discussion because her latest project flopped and everything. But I mean, she was doing that Water song, and that Water song popped off. Push to Start, I felt like, I don't think it did as well on Billboard as it should have. So I mean, sometimes you just release, like you just gotta release what you want to release a lot of times and see what happens. I don't think artists necessarily having creative freedom. I think you just have to understand what comes to that. Not every song is going to be a hit. Working with the right producers and all those other things and packaging it in. Rihanna's first two albums I think were ass, but she had the singles and, Pond to Replay and all that stuff that made people like, okay, I like Rihanna. Then she had Girl Girl Gone Bad, which, that was single for single really. And then she did Rated R, which was kind of more artistic, but again, you still had stuff like Hard off that album. So it depends. Normally I think you put out the singles that you think people want to hear on the album. You kind of do your own thing. I think it depends on labels and marketing and general public and a lot of different things, but I don't necessarily think this tweet is wrong. I think there's a way to go about the career, but every artist is different. Every career is different. So I would love to know what you guys think down below, but I think that this is an interesting conversation.